Hello and welcome to the World Through Electrospecs podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Caleb. How are you?
Hey. How's it going?
Not bad, thank you.
So, we're just winging it.
Yeah.
Just making it up as we go.
Today is a wing it day. That's all right.
Go ahead and get started here. So, quick little intro, I guess, would be something that we need. The World Through Electrospecs. I don't know. Do you know much about the show or how it was originally or anything? Do you know anything?
I used to. I listened to it a few times, definitely. Okay. And so, yeah, refresh my memory.
Basically, it was a small little podcast project that I had started. Me and my friend and I, Zechariah, we went to high school together. Elementary school. No, we went to elementary school together. Basically, we were both really into podcasts, and we wanted to start a show together. The name The World Through Electrospecs was a little bit of an inside joke between the two of us. To be completely honest, I don't remember the exact story behind it, but I still kind of like it, and it's still unique. So I still wanted to keep that title. I've had a few different guest. Secondary hosts, co-hosts,
yes.
Over the years. It started with Zechariah. I moved on to when he couldn't do it anymore. Looks like that screen might end up turning off. I ended up doing it with Tim, our friend Tim, for a little while.
I did listen to that episode.
Mm-hmm. That episode. Well, he was on for a while, and now you have put together this amazing recording studio here in Studio 304, and you made the excellent, amazing, I don't know how many words I can put into that. You made the really, really, really nice offer to let me record in the studio with you and be my co-host.
Oh, sure. Well, you're welcome.
Sure.
Yeah. That was way more flattering than it needed to be. I got some cool toys, so we're going to have some fun, have you down here in downtown and do some recording for sure.
Absolutely. I forgot that was still running.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyways, so this is going to be a little bit of a rough episode because it's been a while since I've recorded.
Yeah, and we've got some new toys and new gadgets going on. So
absolutely, and we've got a lot of things going on in our lives as well. So we've got plenty to talk about.
Plenty.
The fact that the screen turns off is annoying.
Right, but what's great is our viewers. Well, I guess. Hi everyone. You can see us, can't they?
Yeah.
Because we're doing some video recording today.
Multimedia. It's a multimedia show now. So before, when I was doing TWTE, it was all audio, 100% audio. Mm-hmm. Now we're doing video as well because we both have really nice cameras,
right?
And we're setting them up to record us talking. Apparently,
definitely.
So I might be able to change the settings here. I know that there are a lot of podcasts out there. I've always loved podcasts because it's like a radio show, but you can kind of choose what you want to listen to. You don't have to. You don't have to just throw on the radio and listen to whatever.
Right,
right. You can fast forward. You can pause it. You can come back to it later. Right. I like video podcasts because I like that multimedia aspect to it, and I really enjoy the fact that people can actually see my nervous tics and the fact that I keep saying all the time, and the fact that I'm tapping my leg constantly. But it is going to be a little bit rough because we're still trying to get everything ready to go. I think we have the audio levels good. Let me see if I can change the settings here to not turn off the screen. How do you display in brightness? Probably.
Sure.
On brightness? No. What would it be under?
If
anybody can tell, I'm not a.
Yeah, I don't know. The good thing is I can actually see the timer ticking here in Audition. So,
oops.
I definitely can see the time here on the iMac.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it the way it is then. Every now and then we'll just have to double check it.
Because we said iPod and iMac, do you think we get any kickback or anything?
No. Yeah. Unfortunately, this podcast is not sponsored by anybody yet.
Right.
We can get some sponsorships maybe.
That would be swell, right? Swell.
Speaking of which, actually, a good thing to bring up is I think you have as well. I think we both have. But what's wrong?
Oh, when I set the coffee cup down, I get it.
Oh, a little bit of a click. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I never did a thing to match the audio with the video, so I'm going to do that right now. Ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1. Okay, sweet. Fantastic. So we should be able to. I'm going to leave that in there. I'm not going to edit that out. Might as well.
Right.
Might as well.
Right.
A little bit of behind the scenes.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. So
totally forgot.
Well,
that's okay.
That would have been hard to sync up too, to be honest with you.
If I had not done that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? I bet you I could build. Oh yeah, like a clapper board. That'd be super easy to build. Just a couple pieces of wood and a hinge.
I have a clapper board on the iPod. Or a pad, whatever the heck that is. It'd be cooler
to have an actual...
Well, the real slate.
Yeah, have a real thing.
Of course it would.
You could build it out of wood.
Yeah.
Put a couple strips of metal.
Well, you got a 3D print one.
Well, that's a lot. That's a large piece of 3D print. I might be able to 3D print the hinge.
Or the clapper, just a part. I don't know.
Maybe.
Right. It's cheaper just to buy wood. I agree.
Yeah, just cut it out of plywood, and then you could have a metal strip on it, so it makes a nice, satisfying click noise. Right. Maybe even put a magnet on there.
I went to my screensaver too.
Went to the screensaver too.
Yeah.
That's all right. This is plugged into charge, right?
Oh yeah.
So it should be fine. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's got the little lightning bolt.
Yeah. Cool. And if it ever dims like that, just touch it before it.
Touch.
This is fantastic. Everyone's going to be like.
This is all behind the scenes stuff.
This is interesting. What are you guys doing here? All right. So that's our setup, and we're here.
So for a while, my show had themes, and we might go back to having themes if we're scrambling for topics or whatever. But for the most part, I'm perfectly fine with kind of a laid back talking. You and I seem to have better, more fluid back and forth conversations when we're talking to each other than I think myself and my previous hosts have had. So I have more confidence in walking into this with no script or anything and just kind of seeing where it goes. There are a lot of podcasts that do that. What's your problem?
Well, good luck with that. We'll see how that goes.
You're like, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Sounds good, folks.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Anyways, so I'm just excited. I'm excited to get this started up again.
Yeah,
it's been a while. Show. It's been a while since I've been behind the mic, and I'm glad that it's finally a multimedia thing. I always wanted the show to be a multimedia thing,
right?
But I never really did that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I was just gonna say what I was saying a second ago was I know you have done this, and I have now done it too. Patreon.
Oh, sure.
Made a Patreon account.
I don't know if I've made a Patreon. No, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
I have made one as well.
Excellent.
I'm still working on finalizing the details. I may make changes to the different reward levels. One of the things I would like to do, maybe with this show specifically, is have like a post show maybe where after we're done recording for about a half an hour or so, we make a marker or something like that, and then we talk about something, an interesting topic of some sort for another 5 or 10 minutes tops, and that goes on to the Patreon, and anybody who donates even the smallest amount gets access to that, but that's only for the people who donate.
Sounds interesting.
Might be an interesting way to get some traction over there.
Yes. Well, let's talk about some stuff then.
Yeah. Okay. So
you've
I
been
haven't
busy
seen you for a while.
Yeah. Right.
What have you been up to?
We've both been busy. Oh, golly. Moved. And
yes.
I moved. You actually helped me out with that, so that was great.
I was there. Zach was there. Tom was there. Yep.
And everything's for the most part settled in now, so that's good. But we have a house.
Yeah.
We're living in a house now, right? Instead of a box or a car or
an apartment,
dumpster.
Yeah.
So we have the house. So that's going well. Going on in my life, I've got a lot of different stuff going on for work, doing some research projects that you're helping me with, actually. So that's great.
Absolutely.
I've got audits to do and a studio that I'm setting up, and I'm trying to start being an independent creative and trying to do some work locally. Who knows? Maybe even beyond locally.
Right.
You never know what's going to happen there. But keeping busy. Got into some wonderful health issues with some poison ivy. That's fantastic.
Can we go over that in a second?
Sure. If you really want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I was minding my own business. I hadn't talked to you in about a week, maybe.
Right.
It had been quite a few days since I talked to you. All of a sudden, out of the blue,
probably more than a week.
Out of nowhere, I get a text. I don't remember what it said. I don't remember.
Maybe I could tell you. Hang on.
Okay. Well, I can look it up too. This is riveting audio here.
Riveting.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
So I haven't talked to you in a while, Let's see here.
Yeah, my screen's refreshing.
Found it. So out of nowhere at 1:55 p.m. last Sunday, I get a text from Pete. He says, "Hey, want to see something horrifying?" And I'm like, "What?" And I said, "What?" And he said, I have some really bad poison ivy." And I said, "Why are you suddenly updating me on your health?" And you said, "I'll save you the gore." And I said, "But where did this come from?" He said, "This yard." And I said, "Yes. You're not getting it. What I'm asking is, I haven't talked to you in a while, and all of a sudden I'm getting an update on a rash."
Man,
you were just bored. What was Tina? Tina was gone that.
Yeah, and on a somber note, she did have a death in her family. Her aunt passed away, and suddenly, unexpectedly. Yeah, so she took a trip out to California, and actually it was a day or 2 days before that she went. Actually, that we tried tackling this overgrowth of a girthing bush in our front yard in the home that we just moved into, and the next day I'm like, uh-oh, that's an ugly spot. Sure enough. She had it starting as well. And she's sent me a couple pictures from California of her poison ivy. I sent her some of mine. It was a fantastic relationship.
Sounds romantic.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So you both got poison ivy at the same time on other ends of the country almost.
Definitely. She didn't get it as bad because she was just holding the ladder. And so you can... we'll spare the viewers the gory details, but
so you both got the poison ivy from the same source. It's just she traveled with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Are there any is there any issue with flying or anything like that with something like poison ivy? Because poison ivy is contagious, isn't it?
It is not actually.
It is not.
I did Google a lot because
and let me guess, WebMD told you had cancer.
yeah. I thought I was dying. Oh no. So it does get nasty. It does have some pretty nasty visuals. It's an ugly rash, but it is actually not contagious.
I did not know that.
Even if the spores on your body tend to burst, those are not contagious either.
Weird. I don't know why I never knew that poison ivy was not contagious.
Yeah, well, I thought it was too.
Am I thinking of chickenpox? Are chickenpox contagious?
I don't know anymore. Yeah, I don't know
either. Yeah. This isn't going to become a Googling show.
No, definitely not. So other than that, I've been taking on some side projects, doing some home remodeling and what have you. I just redid a kitchen, hardwood floors, some other projects like that. But it's time for me to
just chill out
a little bit for a couple days, because then I've got to switch gears actually, and I've got a lot of video stuff that I have to do actually for teaching for that.
Yeah, I have a bunch of video stuff that I'm working on as well. I've got 2 videos that I'm editing currently. After we're done recording here today, I will have 3 videos that I'm in the middle of recording or editing.
Oh boy, that'll take some time.
And I also took a video while Haley and I were on vacation last week. I'll get to that in a second. But we have a big project that we're working on too.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So I'm in the ground running with that.
You're in the ground running?
I'm hitting the ground.
Hitting, okay.
I'm in the ground running.
I thought you said you're in the ground running. I'm like, that's got to be tough.
I took one step and I was in quicksand.
That's got to be tough.
It's quicksand.
Yeah.
I can imagine running in quicksand. You probably can't.
I can't imagine hitting the ground while I'm running though.
You mean like running with your knuckles dragging the floor, punching it? What do you mean?
Something, I don't know.
Hitting the ground running. Yeah. You're going literal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going very
I just
literal.
can see myself running and then hitting the ground, you know?
Oh, yeah. Like an instant trip.
Yeah, like broken legs right away.
Well, no, I did that the other day on a skateboard. All you got to do is hit like a tiny little nut or like a washer. Next thing you know, the ground underneath you that was moving with you stops. It's an instant momentum slap in the face.
I really wish you were recording that one. Or if I was recording that, that'd be fantastic.
What are we? Oh, you mean like a video of me hitting the ground?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Brought my skateboard to the new CME-CNC offices.
Put that on Boomerang.
Yeah, where I'm falling down, back up, falling up.
Yeah.
Bounce. It would probably look like I'm bouncing off the ground, like I fell on a trampoline or something. Yeah.
All right. So you're hitting the ground running on this
this project that we're working on. Yeah, the Fusion 360.
800?
Fusion 800. I said 3. Fusion 360.
What was the 800 though?
800 is the T800.
Oh, there it is. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So Fusion is the name of the typeface that it's what you designed initially.
Yes. It's an initial typeface that was called Bella Legna. which stands for beautiful wood. Yes, my last name happens to be Bella. Go figure how that worked out. And the typeface is designed to replicate a wood typeface. So Bella, me, Legna is Italian for wood. Beautiful wood. Bella Legna. Okay. But that has been progressed into Fusion 800 because Fusion 800 is a little bit different because it's not a wood type.
Right. It's 3D printed. It will be 3D printed.
3D printed.
3D printed.
3D printed. Making the machine human.
Making the machine human, which is where the Terminator reference comes from. Making the machine human. So that's the Terminator, the T-800, which was the Terminator.
Correct.
The robot that was sent back. The Arnold Schwarzenegger robot. The robot that was, I don't know, that was bad. That was a horrible accent.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try it.
It's okay.
Because I know better. I have tried to do Schwarzenegger, but I'm not going to do it on the show live. That'd be maybe another episode. Maybe we'll call it the...
that would be post-show material if we had a post-show.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where the Fusion 800 comes from. Fusion being we're using 3D printing, but we're specifically using a version or a mode of a type of 3D printing that can be referred to as either FFF or FDM printing, which is fused filament fused disposition modeling. Disposition, I don't know.
Sure.
And then fused filament fabrication. Either way, we're fusing layers of melted plastic together, layer by layer, to create the 3D printed.
Are we doing that, or
no?
Is
the machine is doing that.
Yeah,
you're getting like, are we really doing that, man?
Yeah,
it's the machine.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude.
The machine part.
The machine part. You are really messing with knobs over there. Perfectionist.
Well, I don't know what it is. I disc jockeyed from the age 18 until 42, the age 42, which don't ask how old I am. I'd probably tell you anyhow. But regardless of that is, man, I turn those knobs like fractions of micromillimeter decibel changes.
And you can still hear the difference?
I don't know.
You don't know anymore?
I don't know, but I just need to constantly like touch something. I don't know. Okay.
I feel like you have to constantly mess with the little knobs on the board.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's understandable. I'm not going to touch it. I screwed it up last time.
We both had an experimental moment.
Yeah.
But
you didn't word that very well. We both broke the board somehow by plugging in an external microphone that had its own power source.
Shh, don't tell them.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Well,
it was an experimental moment.
No, see, you're still wording it wrong. It's still not.
I just winked at the camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That works better. I'll make sure to grab that when I'm editing later. We'll fix that in post as it's said.
Excellent. Yeah.
Go full George Lucas. We'll fix that in post.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
what were we talking about?
So we were talking about what we've been doing. I think I spilled all my beans. I don't have any left. And you were talking about things that you've been doing, and we've talked about the type that we're working on. We're actually going out to Boston, Massachusetts in late August to TypeCon, where we're actually going to present our results. It's got me a little bit nervous because, that's like a month away. We've got to be done.
Yeah.
Just done and showing beautiful things. But we'll be able to do that.
I think we both have that type of personality, though, where we kind of deliver at the last minute kind of stuff.
Yeah, well...
And it seems like we've been working on it forever.
Yeah, well, that's why I said that. I've been super busy doing things that I shouldn't be doing, but should be doing.
Same here.
But I'm taking a day to chill, which is perfect because we had an opportunity to sit down and do this. And I know for sure tomorrow I'm going to be right back here in front of the screen getting work done. I got to email people about paper and ink and find out where we're going to print. And I mean, we do have that one connection. Hopefully that works out. Mm-hmm. But we got to look into that some more too. But
yep. And I go to work tomorrow, but as soon as I come home from work, I'm also working on that project, getting everything ready to go, doing test prints. Yep.
So while I was doing my side job, I came across these. I'm replacing a countertop in the kitchen. And I came across
Let's show this to the camera.
Yeah. Got to wait for the backside here too. Check this out.
It's pretty cool looking.
Oh yeah, mine's way out of focus. How was yours?
Mine is on manual focus, so it's not going to autofocus when I get the card close to it.
Well, let me see that one.
That one's a little more beat up, which makes it kind of cooler.
Show that one there. There you go.
Well, the same thing.
Same thing, but it's not as beat up.
It's still going to be out of focus. There's nothing I can do about that.
Oh.
I said it's on manual focus so that it doesn't get all wonky while we're recording.
Yeah, you said that.
It's set to your field of view. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyhow, so what else you been doing?
So what? I don't know what this. Oh. Ironically enough, 1994, copyright 1994. Saban. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know if these are
Saban.
Power Rangers. They look Power Rangers.
They look Transformers to me, dude.
No, it's not Transformers. No? I can guarantee you that.
Micro Machines?
Nope.
No.
It's got to be Power Rangers. Look at that dinosaur head on that robot, dude.
Right.
It looks Power Rangers to me.
Well, I wasn't into Power Rangers
when I was a kid, though.
The Kings are dinosaurs. And all I found was the two Kings, so we have no idea.
We have no idea. I bet you we could look it up, though.
Right. Okay.
So I was gone last week.
Yes.
Haley and I went on a trip.
It looked like you toured the nation, really.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Good, because I made it look a lot better than it. We made it look like we did a lot more than we really did. Basically, last Monday, Haley and I packed up the car and we drove down to Nashville.
All right.
Yep, we drove down. We had a hotel in Nashville that we stayed in on Monday night. So, okay, quick backstory. I think I was talking to you about the LEGO Saturn V set.
Yes. And
how, so back in the early 2000s, in 2003, Discovery Channel Kids and NASA and LEGO did a partnership where they released a LEGO Saturn V set, where it came with Saturn V that was maybe about 11, 12 inches tall, tops. And then a little moon rover.
So where does Saturn V fit into the sequence of NASA?
What do you mean?
What year? I mean, it was a real rocket ship.
1969.
1969.
Saturn V was the rocket.
Do you know the month?
July. It launched on July 10th, 1969. No, July 16th. It's July somewhere between 10 and 20. That's what I know.
Okay.
So it was actually
cool. I was 7.
Today, you know what? I think today is the Google it really fast. Okay. I know this isn't going to be a Google show, but we have to look it up.
You know what's interesting is that's 7 months after I was born too.
Okay, Google.
Oh, he's going to go that route.
When did the Saturn V launch? Oh, it didn't work. Okay, Google. When did the Saturn V launch?
The rocket that launched men to the moon was first tested in 1967. The Saturn V made its first unmanned test flight in 1967.
Saturn V.
A total of 13 Saturn V rockets were launched from 1967.
No. How come it doesn't give you the?
It doesn't give me the. It just doesn't give me the date. That's all I want to know. Oh well.
Launch.
I know that it was sometime recently. Very, very recently. Let's see here. Man.
Saturn V vehicles and launches.
People at home are yelling at us right now.
Yeah. They're like, we don't.
You idiots. No, people who know this are probably yelling at us.
Oh.
Because they're like, oh, it launched.
Why do they know these things? You know what I mean?
I almost knew it. Oh, well, whatever. It's whatever.
I have no idea.
I just lost our music. Anyways, so back to this.
Wikipedia is really bad, by the way. I thought that might give me an answer.
Nope.
Alrighty.
Well, scratch that. So Saturn V.
Yep. Go ahead.
Amazing piece of technology. So backtrack to when I went to Florida. I went to Orlando, Florida, about last month with my mom and my sister on a little mini family vacation type thing.
Right.
I've been eyeballing this Saturn V. I'm trying to get my hands on it. Every time it goes on sale on the LEGO website, every time it goes on sale on the LEGO website, it's gone within 10, 15 minutes.
Wow.
It's hard
pretty quick.
Yeah. It's hard to get a hold of. Even the people who aren't into space exploration, I guess would be a way to put it, are still just gobbling up this Lego set because it's a good deal. The price per part on this Lego set is good compared to other Lego sets. You're getting almost 2,000 pieces for, I think, $120.
Okay.
Which is another fancy little reference. There's exactly 1,969 pieces in the Lego set.
Oh, I get it.
And it launched in 1969. Yeah.
There you go.
Which is it's an excellent reference. Anyway, so we're down in Florida. I'm thinking, okay, we're only a few miles away in Orlando. We're only a few miles away, relatively speaking, from the Kennedy Space Center. The Lego store in Orlando has to have the Saturn V Lego set.
Why?
You can't buy it because it's so close to it's the thing. It's right there. Why else?
Okay.
Where else would you find it? So I walk in.
Interesting logic. But where's the Lego plant though? You know, probably all over the world.
Well, it's in Germany, Belgium, Germany.
But
I should know this.
I would assume they make them everywhere.
Where the main facility is overseas.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Lego actually, it's the original Lego.
But they don't make every single Lego there.
Legot, which I think means to play hard, maybe.
So you're in Orlando.
Regardless, we're in Orlando, and I'm thinking if there's any Lego store that I'm going to find this Saturn V set in, it's going to be the one in Orlando, the one in Disney Springs. It's a Disney Springs shopping center, so it's Disney. They probably have all the cool, expensive, awesome stuff. And B, it's right next to the Kennedy Space Center. So we have to. It has to be down there. Yep.
Bam.
I go to the Lego store. I'm looking around. It's nowhere on the shelves. I walk up to one of the Lego employees. I walk up to him like, all right, I'm going to ask you a question that you probably get asked pretty often. And he looks me dead in the eye and he goes, you're looking for the Saturn V, aren't you?
Oh my gosh.
And I said, yep. He's like, we get about 10 to 15 of them in a shipment every week, and they're gone within the first day every week. He's like, you're going to have a hard time getting your hands on that thing.
Right. Doesn't matter where you are.
Yep. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm never going to get my hands on this. It's a nostalgic thing for me. Is
it a limited run too?
Yep, limited run. It's a Lego Ideas set, which Lego Ideas is it's a thing where Lego fans can design things and specific themes or different types of sets that Lego does not have a full partnership with. They'll design something. It goes through an approval process. People vote on it. Lego will, if it gets far enough, Lego will make adjustments to it so that it follows the official building rules. So it's got play value and structural integrity and all this stuff. And then it'll actually be released as a set.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Limited edition set. Yep. I have the Lego Ideas Wall-E, which is the same thing. They did not come out with a range of Wall-E sets, but they came out with just this model Wall-E that was its own thing. They're not going to come out with it. They're not going to come out with any of the other Wall-E characters. It was just a Lego Ideas set. It was a set that was designed by a fan. So this Saturn V,
and these things aren't like priced outrageously because they're special.
Sometimes they are, and that's where the Saturn V set at $120 for almost 2,000 pieces is already a good deal.
You pay more for the Millennium Falcon or
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Which is what surprised me, but also makes it so that it's hard to find again, because people who even aren't interested in the NASA aspect of it are also grabbing it up because it's a good deal on a Lego set.
Right.
And it comes with a billion of a couple different colors that people could use in different situations.
That's the unfortunate part. You know? Yeah.
So, anyways, fast forward to Fast forward to last Monday. Haley and I are driving down to Nashville. Haley goes, is there a Lego store in Nashville? And I said no, but there's a Lego store. Well, there might be a Lego store in Nashville, but I didn't know. I do know
it might be like in a mall or something.
I don't know. But I said there is a Lego store in Carmel, I think it is, which is just outside of Indianapolis.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I said that's about 2 or 3 hours into our 7-hour drive. So we might go a little bit over time here.
That's fine. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Oh, sure.
All right.
Oh, so it's going to blow up, I don't think.
Right. It's about 2 or 3 hours into our 7-hour drive. It's a good time for us to stop and have lunch and stuff. So we stop at the mall there. I don't know what the name of the mall is. We walk into the Lego store. Haley looks at me. She goes, they have the Saturn V.
And you're like, cut it out.
And I'm, right? yeah, exactly. I'm like, don't mess with me like that. That's not funny. Right. You know how bad I've been looking for this thing. Don't.
How did she know? Like weren't you guys walking together?
I was just.
I don't know.
My brain had already given up the fact that I was going to find this Saturn V set.
Okay, sure. So you're just curious.
I was just walking into the Lego store thinking we're walking into a Lego store. We don't have one of those here at home, in northern Indiana area, in Fort Wayne. So she's going in there looking for it specifically. So she eyeballs it immediately on the shelf, and I'm thinking, don't mess with me like that. And she's like, no. And I look at it and I'm like, it's there. It's the only one on the shelf too. So I grabbed it. I grabbed it immediately. I couldn't. I'm like, are you sure that I should
Did you trip over little children to get to it, or
almost? I was pushing people out of my way. No, I asked her. I'm like, should I really be spending this amount of money 3 hours into our week-long vacation?
Oh gosh, yeah.
And she's like, no, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So so I have it. It's sitting at home. It's in my office at home.
And you haven't built it yet?
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Nope. As soon as I got home, I came straight here to record this with you.
Oh wow.
That's sitting at home.
Fantastic. That takes definitely some effort to do that.
Well, I am a LEGO VIP member, and as a VIP member, you do get special access to specific deals.
Yeah.
And earlier this week, the time frame where I purchased the Saturn V was a time frame where if you spent $75 or more, you got another free set. It's like a little piggy bank build. So I couldn't resist. I did build that while I was waiting for my laundry to get done before I came here.
That's cool.
But I didn't want to open up that Saturn V set and just have it sitting there partially built all day. Because I do have video editing to do and stuff. I know I have it now. That's the important thing.
Because if you started a couple pieces, you'd not do anything else.
Absolutely. I would just give up on everything else for the rest of the day.
Oh boy.
I do want to do a timeline. I do want to do a build video of me building it though.
Wow.
And I went on Bricklink and I sourced the sticker sheet for the original Saturn V set. I still have it out in the garage somewhere, so I'm going to peel the stickers off of it. I'm going to take them through a hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, hydrogen peroxide bath.
You're going to peel the stickers off which?
The old one.
Oh, okay.
But because I'm ordering a new sticker sheet.
So what's the difference then between the old one and the new one?
The old one is about like a foot tall, and it's from 2003.
Okay.
This one is 3 meter. It's a meter tall. It's 3 feet tall.
Oh wow!
And this one separates into the individual stages.
Oh boy.
So stage 1 separates, stage 2 separates, stage 3 and the command module separate. Then you can actually plug the command module into Apollo 11, and you can release it on a little platform that you build that looks like the moon.
Okay, I'll even say that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it comes with pieces to build a little stand that are at different levels, so that you can lay it out sideways. And it actually matches the individual levels of the stages, and then you can part it out and still have it displayed parted out as well. Yeah.
Slick.
It has micro figures, which are about maybe a half an inch tall, maybe shorter, that are printed like astronauts. And
Very nice.
it even has a little clear 1x2 tile piece that has the American flag printed on it, so you can plug that into the little like moon pad that you build.
That's perfect.
It's fantastic. Oh, and it also comes with pieces. I'm assuming they did this to build up the part count a little bit to match the 1969. It also comes with pieces to build. It has a little blue circle, and it has pieces to plug into that blue circle. The I don't know the official name for it, but when they come back to Earth and they land in the water.
Oh, the splashdown?
Yeah. You build that little thing too. It's fantastic.
That's great.
It comes with everything.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's functional too, you can separate the stages and they all separate. You open up the little bay doors and the Apollo is in there, and then you can connect the command module to it and everything.
That's fantastic.
It's great. So, base Lego talk aside, I'm a huge Lego, huge Lego nerd.
That'll have to be an episode later.
Yeah. So I got the Saturn V. We went to Nashville. We stayed the night in Nashville. We went out to a place called Hattie B's, which is a restaurant.
Very nice.
Not sponsored by Hattie B's. Haley actually had a customer go to her work that was from Nashville, and she recommended the customer recommended that we go there.
Oh, fantastic!
So we went there. We got hot Tennessee chicken, and then we walked out to a gelato place that wasn't that great. I don't remember the name of it because again, it wasn't that great.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the hot Tennessee chicken. Like, doesn't everywhere have hot chicken?
I don't know. Apparently, it's a thing. Haley kept calling it hot Tennessee chicken. When I was talking to my dad about it the other day, he mentioned something about hot Tennessee chicken. So I guess it's a thing. I don't know if it's a thing or
like
not.
Buffalo.
Listeners from Tennessee,
like
feel free to
wings, like
I
hot
guess
wings
so.
from Buffalo. I don't know.
I guess so. I don't know.
So yeah, okay. So
we got the chicken. We went back to the hotel, did some swimming, stayed the night. Done. We get up in the morning. We pack everything up. We eat breakfast at the hotel. We go downtown. We walk around for a little bit.
Sure.
But then we had a tour at Hatch Showprint, which is a functioning letterpress studio.
So I noticed they're in the mall though.
No, they are.
It looks like they're in a mall.
Nope, they're in the country. They're in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Oh, Country Music Hall of Fame. That makes sense.
Country Music Hall of Fame, I think, bought them out or something,
well,
and they're operating out of there now.
I don't know the complete story, but they had their own shop there. I think was it Broadway? I can't remember. There's two main roads there. Anyhow,
they used to be on Broadway.
Broadway, yeah. Okay, so but Hatch was having, I don't know if it was and I'm sure that we'll get all kinds of comments about, what the right story is, hopefully. But I don't know if it was financial or what it was, but they needed support. And because most of their work was for the music entertainment industry, that the Country Music Hall of Fame was like, yeah, we'd love to support it because there's so many posters that Hatch did for country music artists, as well as like Pearl Jam as well.
Yeah, but, Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones, yeah, tons of them. Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash. It just goes on. Triple Johnny's my favorite. But anyhow.
Patsy Cline.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the Country Music Hall of Fame kind of kept them going, which was fantastic because that was like 10 to 12 years ago, and maybe 15 by now. But the letterpress world wasn't, letterpress printing, woodblock printing wasn't big back then. But now it's like got such a resurgence. So
right,
good for them. So yeah, I seen it when it was on Broadway, and you could basically get into a room that was no bigger than this room and kind of stare back at all their stuff and not really do anything but buy some, posters. But I hear now it's a lot different.
On the contrary.
Oh.
So you were telling me they were telling us about their old cramped space that you went to go visit.
Right.
And you were telling me in their old cramped space, you kind of walked into a little area. You stood there for the tour that you took. You walked into a little area. You stood there for like 45 minutes while they talked to you. Then you walk out because there's no space.
Right.
That's exactly what we did.
Huh.
And there was more floor space. I could tell that they had more room to work.
Yeah.
But they had a little not fenced off, but a little like the queues.
Yeah.
With the little like seatbelt straps going between the poles. They had a little queue area. They piled everybody in there, and then they talked to us for a little bit, and then they're like, all right, let's go to the classroom. Huh. And that was the end of it.
Oh boy. Yeah, a lot different. I'll be honest, different cool. Going to Hamilton then.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. And
but
another day we can talk about Hamilton too.
Can I be honest with you about something?
Obviously.
I think Hamilton was cooler.
Yeah.
Hamilton had more of a...
That's good to know. I think. I don't know.
Hamilton had more of a, we are here because we're passionate about it, and any help that you give us helps vibe to it. Right. Kind of like a grassroots, kind of like a startup kind of
let's
feel
keep
to
this alive. And it takes a community.
Hatch felt more like we're a business. We're taking you through this tour, but we're kind of busy right now. Feel to it.
That's how it felt 15 years ago, too. It was like, we're Hatch Showprint. And this is what we do, and it's cool.
It was less of Hamilton was more, here's the craft.
Yeah.
Hatch was more, here's all the cool stuff we've done over the years.
Yeah, that's how they were too then.
Also, I did not know this was included in the price, but it's not a whole lot. What they did was, remember with Hamilton, now we did pay a lot more for Hamilton. Mm-hmm. I will say that. I think we paid $20 a ticket for Hatch, but we paid how much for Hamilton?
Oh, that was a workshop, a whole day.
Right.
Workshop, 125, I think.
Something like that, yeah. So, granted, there is a huge price difference between these two experiences. But with Hatch, they took us into this classroom. They went through a quick run through of the letterpress printing process, and then they took us over to one of the proof presses, one of the kind of like watered down Vandercook press things, kind of like what we were working with at Hamilton.
Yeah, the little draw the.
But they already had all the letters set out for you. They had already printed the first two colors, and all they had was a little thing where you roll the red. You use the roller to roll the red ink onto the letters. You run the press over it, and you just print the last part of the paper. So it was a lot of hand holding. It seemed. I bet you they have to, because it's so popular. They're busy,
and it's a tourist attraction.
It's a tourist attraction. Yeah. They're busy, and they're trying to run a business. They've got orders that they have to fill. While we were there taking the tour, they had interns there.
Gets contracts to make posters. Yep. So.
They told us they were okay with the photography, but don't photograph anything that's on the press because those were for clients.
It's not released yet. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and while we were there, they had interns there that were working on like a 750 poster order.
Right.
So they were working while they had us there. So they do kind of have to get you in and out.
Yeah.
And they can't really take you around too much.
Right. I know Hamilton has some contract work, but not like that. So
yeah. So we did that. Cool. No offense to Hatch at all. It was still a cool experience, and if you're in the Nashville area, I highly recommend you go there.
Oh, I would stop there.
Personally, I did enjoy Hamilton a little bit more, but again, like I said, we did pay a little bit more for that experience, so you're kind of getting what you pay for.
Right.
Which happens with any kind of entertainment or educational experience, I guess.
Yeah.
So then after that, we went down to Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh, wow.
To visit my great aunt and uncle? It's my mom's aunt and uncles.
All right.
So that would be great aunt and uncle, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Sure. We'll go with that.
It's my mom's aunt and uncle.
Right.
But it's slightly distant, but still relatively close family members. George and Sherry, they live down there in Huntsville. Fantastic. Like some of the most hospitable people we've ever met in our entire lives.
Very nice.
So we stayed with them
for
the night.
They do say that about the southern folk.
Yeah, so. But it's also to them it's a family thing too.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So it's because
the double whammy.
Yeah.
The double whammy.
So they were very, very nice. They let us stay the night with them, and we went out to dinner with them and everything. The next day, Sherry, my aunt, great aunt, whatever, had actually heard from a coworker from the last time I was there visiting them with my mother. She remembered that I really liked trains. So she actually heard that she heard from a coworker that there was a Northern Alabama Railroad Museum, I think is what it was called.
Oh, very nice.
So Haley and I went there. They had a surprisingly large selection or collection, I guess, of different things. They had 2 different cabooses. They actually had 5 different locomotives in various states of repair, or maybe not running.
Right. Disrepair.
Disrepair. 2 of them were from the Santa Fe line. They weren't Super Chiefs. It'd be super cool if they were the Super Chiefs. If you look up the Super Chief, you'll recognize it.
Okay.
But they weren't the Super Chief, but they were from the Santa Fe line because they had the classic red paint job with the yellow stripes on it. Oh, sure. Yep. One of them was running up and down the track when we got there, which was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that is neat.
They had all sorts of. They had a mail car. They had some flat cars. They had some old troop quarters cars. It's like some old military troop cars.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. It was very, very cool. They had a model railroad set up in one of the cars, like one of the dining cars or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
It was pretty cool. So we stopped there, and then we drove up to Gatlinburg. On our way to Gatlinburg, we stopped by Alta Machine, which is a company in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, just about on the border of Alabama and Tennessee.
Okay.
They Alta Machine is the company that makes the boards, the computer boards. The main processing motherboards for the 3D printers from where I work at CME-CNC.
Okay.
Never met them before. Never seen where our boards come from. I only troubleshoot them, with tech support and stuff. So we just happened to be driving by. Literally, we could have seen the building on the highway on the route that Google Maps gave us. So I thought I might as well stop by. I emailed them. They said that I could stop by. Yeah, it was super awesome. So then we went to Gatlinburg. We went camping in the Great Smoky Mountains, which was awesome. It was hot. It was sweaty. We hiked another mountain. We did about 10 miles of hiking in one day.
Yeah.
We hiked 4 miles up a mountain to eat lunch on a rock hanging off the side of a cliff.
Why not?
It was amazing. And then we hiked 4 miles back down. We took a 1 mile detour to go to another cliff to check that out, but it was really cloudy, so we couldn't see anything. And then
that's cool.
Yeah, and then the next day we went to Gatlinburg and actually checked out around town. Grabbed some ice cream. Grabbed some. We went on a mountain roller coaster, which is kind of cool. I'm sure you've seen the videos where it takes you up the mountain and then you ride the coaster down the mountain. And you're just gravity.
I have not seen those videos.
I'll show you a video later. Yeah. Did some putt-putt. And then Saturday morning, we just packed up and took this 7-8 hour drive back home.
And
stopped at a Planet Fitness to take a shower because we were stinky.
Yeah. That's a marvelous plan, but that's a whole nother show about
what
frugal ways to travel.
Oh yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Gym memberships are a lifesaver when it comes to traveling. Traveling light when you don't want to pay for a hotel and you just want to drive through the night, but you still want to shower. Gym memberships, national ones.
Right.
Gym was about an hour away from where we were, but we still stopped by there on the way home.
Perfect. Well, you're back. That's all that.
Got home. We got home last night. I stayed the night in South Bend with her, and then we went ahead and came back. I came back to Fort. So I came back to Fort Wayne this morning.
Took an extra 4 hours, 2 hours to go north farther than you needed and hang out. Yeah.
Yep.
That's not bad.
Well, we took my car and we left from her house. So.
Oh.
We have gone well over time. Yeah, you seem like you're starting to get a little bored.
No, I'm just checking
to make sure it's still recording.
Times and stuff like that. Yeah, it's still recording. But yeah, we took a 30-minute podcast plan into about almost 50 minutes now.
But that's okay. So, it's the first episode. Yeah. From now on, we should keep it around 30 minutes, though.
Sure. I mean, that's up to you. This is your thing, and I'm just.
It's also your time that I'm using up in your studio too.
Oh, that's all right. I'm just going to go get lunch soon.
Okay. I have to go pick up the actual owner of the studio and bring him in.
Yeah, the lead artist from the space.
Yeah. Big Kahuna.
Yeah.
Tall guy.
Tall guy.
The big guy. How tall is he?
I think
probably shouldn't talk about him when he's not around.
6'7", I think. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think. I might be wrong. He might be taller, but I think it's 6'7".
Yeah, he seems like he's taller
maybe?
than that.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Anyhow.
We should probably wrap up.
Yeah, and you don't have your ending music unless you want to prep that.
I do. I have it prepped right now.
Oh, you're good to go?
Yep.
You don't have any volume, though.
Well, hang on. I don't have any volume, but I can... Uh-oh, what happened? I'm not plugged in.
We'll get this, folks.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. We got the ending music.
There it is.
There it is.
That's beautiful. I love that sound.
Absolutely.
Well, I did have a really good time chatting with you and being able to record it here and get some audio and video. So that'll be fantastic. I'm glad that you asked me to do this with you. I did have fun.
I had a good time with you as well.
We could talk for hours, but
yeah. What do you want the frequency to be? Do you want to do like weekly or at only a half an hour episode? I have no problem doing weekly, but I don't know how your schedule looks.
It depends on your schedule as well. I have time to be here to work, so if we can squeeze a half an hour in, that's fine.
Okay.
But I know that you're busy and working too, so
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Offline,
we'll plan that out. What happened there?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking
about. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. We will be back probably next week or the week after, maybe. I don't know. And yeah. Thanks everybody.
And thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for doing this with me, Pete.
You
appreciate it. Catch everybody later on the World Through Electro Specs podcast.